Kelly File tonight. Remember Mumia Abu-Jamal? He is the convicted cop killer who was defended on his death sentence by a guy President Obama nominated for a top DOJ position. Well, Republicans and Democrats ultimately united to kill that nomination. But now it seems a California labor union is upset that a school district out west might not want to teach children that Abu-Jamal is some kind of hero. You see, this man's case has long been a cause célèbre for many on the left who believe he was railroaded because of his race. Now, keep in mind, he was convicted of shooting Officer Daniel Faulkner 5 times, including in the face while the police officer was down, and his guilt was repeatedly upheld by several courts. My next guest believes that Abu-Jamal is not only innocent, but is similar to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. She wants this lesson taught to children. Joanna Fernandez is a history professor and one of the coordinators for the campaign to bring Mumia home. Ma'am, it's good to see you tonight. And so he was convicted. His guilt was upheld repeatedly, even though his death sentence was overturned. So the courts gave him a fair shot. Why on earth would you want to see children taught that this man is in any way like Dr. Martin Luther King?
Racially coded language that's used in the media to describe Mumia Abu-Jamal like a convicted cop killer, thug, militant. These words essentially stand in the way of really exploring what happened in this case.
Well, thug and militant are two descriptive terms, but convicted cop killer is fact.
What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo here. What's next? In my prior video, I talked about one Tim Tebow, who is now back in the NFL. He's at the training camp of the Jacksonville Jaguars, getting his shot at the proverbial ring. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll jump to a relatable story that is lovely. Let's take a look. This comes out of the Outkick website. Urban Meyer, Jags assistants blown away by Tim Tebow's workout. Urban Meyer says Tim Tebow is a maniac, but in a good way. So the new Jacksonville Jaguars, coach would happily welcome Tebow as a new Jaguars tight end. Tebow hasn't played in the NFL in 9 years, but he recently worked out for the Jaguars. Reports indicate Tebow's on the brink of signing a 1-year deal with the team. Meyer said Jaguars assistants coach were blown away by Tebow's audition. Quote, the coach has said, wow, this guy has ball skills. He's a great athlete, and he looks like he's 18, not whatever he is, 33, Meyer told PFF Chris Collinsworth. Meyer, of course, wasn't surprised. Meyer was Tebow's coach at Florida more than a decade ago. Back when Tebow played quarterback, Meyer said Tebow has always been a fantastic athlete who possesses some serious drive. Quote, I said, guys, you don't understand. This guy is the most competitive maniac you're ever going to talk to. Let's give it a shot. Tebow and Meyer won 2 national championships during their 4 years together at Florida, and Tebow emerged as Heisman Trophy winner in 2008 and 2009. The idea of Tebow signing with Jacksonville has come with lots of criticism from former and current players. My thoughts before jumping on to the next story regarding this. The fact of the matter is that Tim Tebow, one, he's a hell of a guy. He's a great guy. He's a Christian. He's an athlete. He's a solid citizen. What can't you love about the guy? And for him to get the opportunity from his former coach to get back into the NFL, not as quarterback, but as tight end and or halfback, says a lot. Because if anybody who's followed Tebow, I do, on his Instagram, the man is a maniac when it comes to his athletic prowess. The guy still looks like he's 2025 and not 33. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. And, there are some people who are going to criticize, and it turns out that one of them happens to be this guy here, one Colin Kaepernick. Yes, for all those who've forgotten, it was so far back ago that Colin Kaepernick, the former 49ers starting quarterback, who actually led the team to a Super Bowl against the Ravens, lost, and then eventually lost his skills to the point where he became a backup. Then he became irrelevant. So to become relevant again, he took the knee at the national anthem in every game. Because it was for the cause. We don't know what cause that was. I mean, it could have been anything from, save Bigfoot to, save the whales, to the Green New Deal, to whatever. But we never got that clarity regarding the cause. But you got people who are upset that Colin Kaepernick is not getting the chance that Tim Tebow is getting. Well, it turned out that Colin Kaepernick had his opportunity 2 years ago in a tryout where over 25 representatives of NFL teams showed up, but Colin Kaepernick did not. He bailed. Why? I don't know. Because he's well, I can't say that. It's a family show. But rhymes with wussy. Then he decided to have his own private workout. Well, the private workout turned into nothing. Turned into all show, all sizzle, no steak. Basically, he was out there tossing a ball like a father would toss the ball to his son at a park. It was ridiculous. It was embarrassing. He came in wearing derogatory shirts and gear. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. And as, of course, you can see here, he's got the Kunta Kinte shirt on. But we don't know where this is. But regarding this story, Colin Kaepernick to publish essay penned by convicted cop killer Mumia Abu-Jamal. Former NFL player Colin Kaepernick is preparing to publish a book of essays that include an entry by convicted cop killer Mumia Abu-Jamal. The book, quote, Abolition for the People, the Movement for a Future Without Policing and Prisons. Yeah. Sounds like a number one from right there, right? Soon to be released by Kaepernick's publishing house, Kaepernick Publishing. Wow, I did not know the man was a publisher. Holy cow, the guy can barely read, but yet has his own publishing company. Go figure. The book. After months of hard work, we're excited to announce that we'll be publishing our first title, Abolition for the People, Movement for a Future Without Policing and Prisons. The anthology is edited by Kaepernick and features contributions from over 30 writers. How many of those 30 writers had to be shook down or bend the knee to participate in this book? Kaepernick Publishing announced on Twitter, the book represents a collective journey towards building a better world, a world without and beyond policing and prisons, blah, 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 blah. After months of hard work, Abu-Jamal's essay was originally published on Kaepernick's website in October of last year. When his company posted the Abu-Jamal essay, Kaepernick wrote that the convicted killer was a victim of carceral repression, and insisted that on death row, Mumia became a writer of great literary power. Interesting. A guy who killed Officer Daniel Faulkner back in 1984 should have been fried within a year time. I'm not going to go over the case. Multiple eyewitnesses, shot the cop 5 times, including once in the head to finishing him off. Multiple times this has come before multiple judges, and every time the judges declined to give him a new trial and or dismiss any evidence regarding it, because this is open and shut. He's a convicted cop killer. Pathetic little man spending his waning years in prison, where basically he should have been not wasting time on death row, taxpayer money. They should have thrown him in the hole and then thrown the hole away. My thoughts. Well, my additional thoughts. I've sprinkled some in throughout that article. The fact of the matter is that there is no doubt whatsoever that Mumia Abu-Jamal is a convicted cop killer. Over the years, well, we got new evidence. We got this evidence. We got that evidence. We got witnesses changing their testimony. Yeah, 30 plus years later, you've got new stuff. Really? Because I think the old stuff worked fine. You know, this is not like Kaepernick. This is not like, Justice Kavanaugh, who was accused of sexual abuse when he was a teenager 30 years ago, and the so-called eyewitness couldn't identify one thing, bring forth one witness, or give you any kind of detail. But in regards to this, the evidence is clear. Mumia is a killer. He's pathetic. He's garbage. Human garbage. And should have been thrown away a long time ago. But no, because the left see him as a martyr, a living martyr, that his legacy must matter, according to Kaepernick. So Tim Tebow's going to get signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll see. Kaepernick is never going to be in the NFL ever, ever, ever again. Major distraction, clownery, buffoonery. And then, of course, he's going to publish this. Wow. And with that said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. You want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share it, subscribe it, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.